Hello there. A number of people have been asking me lately whether now's a good time to be investing in the markets. And the reality of the situation is no one knows. If you talk to 10 different economists, you'll probably get 10 different answers, and no one has the crystal ball. No one can predict what the future is going to hold. What we do know, however, is that over the longer term, by having your money invested in what we call real assets, that's where the potential for capital growth comes. However, it is really important to stress that your short-term bucket, your emergency fund, needs to be in place first and foremost. But what I'm going to do now is just show you how you can manage the longer-term bucket, and even in volatile market conditions, you can still make a decent return on investment. Now, usual caveats apply. Past performance is no guide to future investment returns, and these sort of investments can go up as well as down, and they are not investments that you should consider for the short term. However, what I'm just going to do is explain to you a little concept of something that you can use. It's called pound cost averaging. It's not very clear from its title what it actually is, perhaps other than it averages out the costs. But what I've done here is set up a little graph. I'm going to share my screen with you and I'll show you how even in a volatile market, and let's face it, no one knows what's going to happen over the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months, or possibly even the next 3 years. It's one of those things that we just need to have sensible strategies in place in order to kind of maximize the potential for the return on our investments. So let me just share my screen with you. And here we go. I can share with you now this graph. So on the left-hand side, you can see very clearly we've got a price. So that's the price of the things that you're going to buy. So it could be shares, it could be units, whatever. Along the bottom, we've got a number of months. So if in this example here, we've got £100 per month being invested. I'm just doing that for ease of mathematics. But if we've got £100 being invested in month 1 here, and each fund or each unit costs you £2, question, how many units do you buy for your money? Well, the arithmetic on that isn't too difficult. One buys 50 units for the money. And if then a month later, each unit costs £1 and you're putting in £100, how many units do you buy for your money? Yay, 100 units there. And then a month later, you buy twice as many units for your money because each one is now only costing you 50p. Got 200 here, 200 here, and then finally month 6, how many do we got then? Another 100 units. So what we've got there is the number of units in black that we have purchased throughout those 6 months. I'll just circle those for us there. So let's assume now at the end of 6 months, you then want to encash that investment. Now, I recommend that you don't, because it's obviously a longer term investment, but just to explain how this kind of all hangs together. Question is, if you want to then encash the investment, in order to work out how much the investment is worth, what we've got to do here is add up the number of units that we've got. So we've got 200, 400, 600, 700, 850 units. So we've got 850 units. Okay, that's how much our £100 has been buying. And what is the price of each unit? Well, if we want to encash it at this particular moment in time, right there, right now, then each unit is costing us £1. So the mathematics on that is 850 multiplied by £1 equals £850. So the next part of the calculation is to say, well, that's all very well and good. Let's just get rid of that sort of line for a second. But how much money have we invested? Well, we've been investing £100 per month, haven't we? And we've done it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. So what we've done is actually invested £100 multiplied by 6, which means that actually we've invested £600. So the conclusion here that we've got is that although we've invested £600 and although the market has been on its proverbial for most of that period of time, the reality is that actually the investment is now worth £850. So that is a significant return on your investment. So that just goes to show you how by putting money in on a monthly basis can actually give you a great return on investment. Now, the question is here, that's okay if you're doing regular savings, i.e., you know, you're employed or you're running a business and you've got an income coming in and you want to save it from the income. However, something that I've been doing for many, many years in my career is in times of uncertainty, so probably for about 2 years before Brexit, what we were doing was having conversations with clients who were investing capital lump sums and saying to them, look, you're investing sort of 4, 5, 6, 700,000, whatever the figure may be. Do you want to put all that money into the market now and risk the fact that actually it might go down because of Brexit, or it might go down because of, or do you want to put a percentage of the money straight into the market right now, and then do you want to drip feed the rest of it into the market like I've just illustrated on that graph? Or secondly, would you rather us put it into cash and just drip it into the market automatically for you over a number of months? Now, most people most of the time have accepted the fact that, you know, there was uncertainty in the marketplace with Brexit, obviously more recently with the COVID crisis. And therefore, what people have done is actually said, well, I'll have it dripping into the market over a period of months. And then if I want to turn the tap on a little bit more quickly, i.e. the market has dropped, I can fill my bucket up faster than I otherwise would have been the case. So it's just a very, very simple process, and we can do that automatically for our clients. And it's the little things that make a big difference. Now, I'm guessing, you know, in my experience of working with financial advisors over the years, is most financial advisors over the time don't actually bother to do that because, you know, I don't know why, but, you know, it's just one of those things that I think, you know, it's an extra layer of admin that perhaps they don't want to do. For me, you know, it's about making sure that we try and cover all the bases. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in the market. Clearly, that method works best of all in a volatile market condition. So if the market starts going up and up and up and up, then, you know, you don't benefit. But if the market is bouncing around and it's volatile, then it's actually a very, very sensible strategy. The important thing here, it's your money, it's your choice, and you can decide whether this is indeed an attractive proposition for you or not. So that just goes to show you how in a volatile market, you can still make handsome returns on investments. So I hope that's useful. That's me, Carl Lehman, telling people the truth about money, because life's not rehearsal. Take good care.